Welcome back and welcome to another movie video. This is my annual tradition where I talk about my predictions, my personal predictions for the Oscar results tonight. Very exciting. So I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to cover every category, but I'm going to talk about actors and actresses and films. I cannot comment on any of the shorts or any of the documentaries or any of the film in a non-English language. And so that's what we're going to talk about. Welcome. If you are new here, my name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel as well as movie content. All of my movie reviews are spoiler free and I will leave a playlist of my recent reviews linked up above, but I also have an Oscars 2025 playlist, so that if I've talked about any of the films that we're going to talk about today, I can link you back to those ones. So let's just do the order on the Oscars website here. We've got actor in a leading role. So we've got Adrien Brody for The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, and Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. I love all of these actors in their roles. I thought they all did amazing jobs. Obviously, we know that all of them put a lot into... Oh, and sorry, I missed Coleman Domingo from Sing Sing. We know that all of them put a lot into their roles if you've read up on any of the prep that they did. I mean, obviously, Adrien Brody has won an acting Oscar before, as has Ralph Fiennes. It's really difficult. I think probably my prediction would be Adrien Brody, but I thought that Ralph Fiennes' performance in Conclave was fabulous, and I loved Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. Thought it must have been quite a hard role to play. And then we've got actor in a supporting role. So we've got Yura Borisov in Anora, Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain, Edward Norton in A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce in The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice. Now, I have not seen A Real Pain because it's always on during the day. Has anyone else found that? I mean, I could go into a whole thing of like how hard it is to actually access the Oscar movies in this country. It's so difficult. I really want to see it because I know I would like it, and I just kept seeing all the adverts for it on the tube, but it was just always on only ever during the day, like 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Like, I'm at work, cannot do that. So I thought that, again, the four actors that I have seen in their roles, I thought all did a really good job. I genuinely think that Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice was absolutely fabulous. But because Kieran Culkin's been winning all the awards, my choice would be Jeremy Strong. My prediction is Kieran Culkin. Then we've got actress in a leading role. Cynthia Erivo in Wicked, Cara Sofia Garson in Emilia Perez, Mickey Madison in Anora, Demi Moore in The Substance, and Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here. I have not seen I'm Still Here. Again, there was one showing of it like last night. I was busy working, I could not go to that, so I have not seen it, but I thought that Mikey Madison in Anora was absolutely fabulous. I thought that Demi Moore was amazing in The Substance. I did not like Emilia Perez. So I think that my choice and my prediction is probably Demi Moore, and I hope that that's the case as well. Again, I've been seeing lots of buzz, Golden Globes and what have you. It's quite a solid choice, that one. But I did like... Mikey Madison's performance in Anora. I thought it was very good. And then in a supporting role, we have Monica Barbaro in A Complete Unknown. I thought she was fabulous in that. Ariana Grande in Wicked, Felicity Jones in The Brutalist. I disagree with this nomination. I thought that she was the weakest part of The Brutalist for me. Isabella Rossellini in Conclave. Again, I thought she did a fantastic job. And Zoe Saldana in Emilia Perez. I don't really understand. Again, I did not like Emilia Perez, but I don't understand why they didn't go for a leading role with that one. But I know that what you put in for with the nominations is a very political and very tactical choice. So there's probably a big reason behind that one. I mean, I've seen lots of... I've seen Zoe Saldana pick up a lot of awards in this category. So she's probably my prediction. As I say, I disagree with Felicity Jones's nomination here. I thought that she took away something from the film, if anything. I thought that she was the weakest part of the Brutalist for me. I liked a lot of the other parts, not her. And then I thought that, yeah, like I say, Monica Barbaro and Isabella Rossellini were also really, really good in their roles, but my prediction would be Zoe Saldana. Then animated feature film. I I have not seen many of these. So Memoir of a Snail is on next week or the week after. I can't even remember which one it is in my cinema. So I will get to go and see it then. Somehow I managed to miss The Wild Robot. It was one of those that was always on a Saturday morning. That's just not me. I did watch Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Foul. It won a lot of BAFTAs. I do not know why. I was not a fan of this one, and it's not because I'm not a Wallace and Gromit fan. I am a Wallace and Gromit fan, obviously, you know, Wensleydale, Yorkshire, all of that. That's all me. But yeah, Flow, I think, looks fabulous. Memoir of a Snail, I think, looks good. So the only one that I've actually seen there and liked is Inside Out 2. Pixar do historically win quite a lot of Oscars, so I'm gonna go pick and prediction is Inside Out 2. There you go. I can't comment on the animated short film. So cinematography, The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu. I have not seen Maria yet. I walked out of Nosferatu. I did not finish Emilia Perez. And I know that I would not like Dune Part 2 because I did not like Dune Part 1. I came away from The Brutalist saying how good the cinematography was. So my personal pick and my prediction would be The Brutalist for this one. Then costume design. This one is difficult because I've seen the films win at different award shows, but I know definitely what my pick would be. So we've got A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. The only thing I liked about Wicked, well, one of the only things I liked about Wicked, apart from the soundtrack, was the costumes. I came away from it. If you watch my review of it, you'll see I talked about the costume design in Wicked, the costume, the makeup and hair in Wicked. So that would be my pick. But I think that would be my prediction. I think that they will want to give Wicked something, and this is a really strong category for them to win something in. However, I have seen Conclave pick up awards in this category, and also I could see them leaning to Nosferatu as well because that had some interesting costumes. But yeah, I'm putting it out there. I'm going pick and prediction would be Wicked, but I wouldn't be upset if Conclave won because I thought it was good. So best director, we've got Anora, we've got The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Emilia Perez, and The Substance. Again, I have seen all 5 of these films. I really liked The Brutalist, Anora, and The Substance. Well, I really liked Brutalist and Anora, personally liked. I thought The Substance was good at what he was saying. But Complete Unknown was fine. Meh. I think I've posted my review of that one. If not, it's coming up soon. And then Emilia Perez, I did not finish. I would potentially either go The Brutalist or Anora. It's difficult because they're such different films. They both have reasonably small casts. Anora has a tiny cast, so it was, it's that intensity of filming versus this massive scale, long period of time filming for The Brutalist. I don't know. I'm going with Anora. There we go. Pick and prediction. I have not seen. I've seen one of the documentaries, and that's it. I cannot seem to find any of the other documentaries. So if you have any idea where in the UK I can stream them, or using a VPN where I can stream them, please let me know in the comments. Documentary shorts I have not seen. Film editing, we've got Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. I would probably go The Brutalist for this one. It kind of stands out as the way it was edited, the way it was put together, and you've got the different aspects for different time frames, the different music and colour schemes for different time frames, which I suppose comes more into cinematography, but it's, obviously was edited in a certain way. I cannot comment on the international feature film. I've already talked about makeup and hairstyling. We've got A Different Man, Emilia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. My pick and my prediction would probably be Wicked, but I thought the makeup and hairstyling in The Substance was also excellent because you had the kind of the prosthetics of the injection sites for the two different actresses, which were somewhat disgusting, and then the way people were aged and made younger again took a lot of makeup and special effects, and so they definitely deserve something for that. But I think probably what stood out for me with Wicked was the makeup and the costumes. So there we go. Music original score. This is always one of those where I'm like, well, did I come away going, oh, the music was fabulous, or the music really did something? We've got The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Wicked, and Wild Robot. Obviously, Wicked has an amazing soundtrack anyway. We know that Wicked has an amazing soundtrack. It's a musical. Would it make sense for a musical to win? However, The Brutalist, I felt like the music and the soundtrack went through and did tell a story of the different times in the film. So, should I go with that one? I've also seen Conclave win in this category at other award shows. I'm going to pick Wicked. And then original song. So we've got El Mal from Emilia Perez, The Journey from the 6888, which I haven't seen, Like a Bird from Sing Sing, Mi Camino from Emilia Perez, and Never Too Late from Elton John, Never Too Late. So we watched Elton John, Never Too Late, and I said, right, one of the songs has been nominated. In the song category, does any of them stand out to you? Do any of them stand out to you? No, we didn't feel like any of the songs stood out to us particularly, other than, like, that's an Elton John song. That's it. So I don't think that one. And again, I don't feel like any of the others particularly stood out to me when I was watching the film. So I really don't know. Maybe we'll go with the one that I haven't watched, and I predict The Journey from 6888 will win. And then we've got production design. We've got The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked. So again, production design, I thought that all of these films actually did a really good job of production design. I'm probably going to predict Conclave for this one because they had some really large and interesting sets to design and some really large and interesting scenes to film, and so I'd probably pick that one. But any of these would be deserving winners in this category, even though I did not necessarily like Dune Part 2 or Nosferatu or Wicked. I could see that the production design there was something to talk about. And then sound, A Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Wicked, The Wild Robot. I'd probably go with A Complete Unknown for this one because you had to have a certain sound for the music that was going on throughout the film, for the political situations that were going on throughout the film, for those really loud scenes, those really quiet scenes. There was definitely a lot of sound editing needed in that film. Then visual effects, we've got Alien Romulus, which I haven't seen, A Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. I'd probably go Wicked. I didn't think the special effects in Kingdom of Planet of the Apes were particularly good. I feel like Dune Part 2 probably had some good effects because Dune Part 1 did have some good effects. I came away going, hated that film, slept through half of it, but the special effects were good and the music matched the film really well. But yeah, I'd maybe go Wicked for that one. I would be surprised if Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes got it because I thought that the special effects in that one just weren't great. Then writing, adapted screenplay, we've got A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Nickel Boys Sing Sing. Nickel Boys still isn't out in the UK yet. I thought that the storyline and the screenplay for Sing Sing was really strong, but my prediction for this one would be Conclave. And then original screenplay, we've got Honora the Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5, and The Substance. I think for me, my choice would be between Honora or The Substance. I think The Substance could win this one, so that would be my prediction, just because it's so like wildly out there as an original screenplay. But I really, really love the storyline of Honora. Then we get down to it. Now, unfortunately, as I say, gonna have that my little moan. In this country, it is so much harder to see the Best Picture nominees. You have to really try hard and build your schedule around when they might be showing. You have to travel to where they might be showing, or you have to pay money to download them or use a VPN to download them on a streaming service. So I would like it if some of these films were a little bit more accessible. And I like the way cinemas in the US would show the Best Picture nominees, even if, you know, they hadn't shown them widely when they were out, when they were released, or they hadn't yet been released. They would show them either as a back-to-back situation or as a, like, we're showing these over a weekend, 2 weekends before the Oscars. Like, these cinema companies are owned by the same people in this country, you know, like AMC is Odeon and Regal is Cineworld. So, like, why do we not do the same thing? Why? So we have Honora the Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. I don't think Wicked deserved that nomination. That's just my personal opinion on that one. I have said that I haven't managed to see I'm Still Here. I didn't want to watch Dune Part 2, but I know it'll be similar to Dune Part 1, which I did watch. I put the time and the effort in. That's enough. And then Nickel Boys is not yet out, so we haven't seen that one. Obviously, we've seen The Substance getting a lot of talk about it, and in my review of it, I was like, I can't decide if I like it or if I hated it, but it was something completely new and completely different. And so for that reason, you know, it's saying something, it's got a good chance. The Brutalist, it's massively long. It's not what I expected it to be. It's got an interval in the middle, but I really, really liked what it had to say. I really loved Honora. I found it incredibly emotional. I really enjoyed watching it, but I think it won't appeal to enough people that it would win the Oscar. And then Conclave as well. It's like a bit of a dark horse. It's getting a lot of attention. I, again, went to see it. You pitch it to go and see it with someone. You're like, what's this film about the election of new popes? It's definitely an underdog. It's definitely could be a dark horse. So I think my prediction is probably going to be The Substance. But I think Conclave or The Brutalist could do something here. I just don't think the other films, in my opinion, are Oscar win worthy. But you never know. You never know what will happen. Let me know in the comments what your predictions are, what you think's going to happen, and yeah, we will see. It starts in a few hours time. So yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed, because I do have more of these reviews coming up, because I haven't posted them all yet. So you're not going to want to miss out on those. Hit that notification bell, and I will be back with more movie and bookish content for you very soon. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching.